In 1993, Erin is an unemployed single mother of 3 children who has recently been injured in a traffic accident with a doctor and is suing him. Her lawyer Ed is expected to win, but Erin's confrontational courtroom behavior under cross-examination loses the case, and Ed will not return her phone calls afterwards. One day he arrives at work to find her in the office apparently working. She says that he told her things would work out and they did not, and that she needed a job. She asks Ed for a job which he reluctantly gives her. Erin is given files for a real estate case where the Pacific Gas and Electric Company is offering to purchase the home of Donna Jensen in California. Erin is surprised to see medical records in a real estate file. Briefly asking permission to investigate, she visits Donna, who explains that she had simply kept all her PG&E correspondence together. Donna appreciates the help. She has had several tumors and her husband had lymphoma, but the company has always provided a doctor at their own expense. Erin asks why they would do that, and Donna replies because of the chromium. Erin begins digging into the case and finds evidence that the groundwater in California is seriously contaminated with carcinogens. While the company has been telling the residents that they use a safer form of chromium, after a week, Erin returns to office to report that she is getting fired for missing the weeks of work. Later, Ed realizes what was happening when a professor Erin consulted tries to phone her back. He visits Erin to ask for her research and accepts her demand to be rehired in return with a raise. Continuing her research over time, she visits the residents and gains their trust. Ed and Erin hold a barbecue in order to speak to many of the residents and explain to them what the company has been trying to get away with. Erin and Ed find numerous medical problems in the residents, and that virtually everyone has been treated by the doctors, who have led them to believe their issues are unrelated to the safe chromium. The Jensen's claim for compensation ultimately become a major class action suit. Unfortunately, Ed explains that all direct evidence is linked solely to the company in California rather than the entire corporate headquarters. Thus, the company can deny any acknowledge of what's happening in California. Knowing that company could slow any settlement for years through delays and appeals, Ed decides to pursue getting an offer rather than a trial by jury. But the company will only agree to it if 90% of the playing fields agree. During a town hall meeting with the residents, Ed goes over the plan, struggling to explain the virtue of the deal versus a 10-15 years battle in court. Eventually, everyone in attendance agrees, and over the next several days, Ed and Erin persuade all of the remaining plaintiffs to go along. One night at a bar in California, Erin unexpectedly meets a man who seemed to be awkwardly flirting with her at the last two meetings. After some uncomfortable conversation with the man, identifies himself as Charles, a former employee who is in his job and was ordered to destroy documents. Erin realizes Charles has been trying to approach her to confide in her and finally hears his story. Charles and his cousin were both employees of the company, and his cousin was just died painfully from the poison. He goes to explain that company tasked him while destroying documents, but as it turns out, it wasn't very good employee. Embry gives Erin the documents, including 1966 memo proving corporate headquarters knew the water was contaminated with chromium and advised the company to keep their secret. The judge orders the company to pay a settlement amount of $333 million to be distributed among the plaintiffs, $5 million of which goes to Jensen. Erin brings her boyfriend with her when she tells him about it, and he's happy when he understands what it was all for. In the aftermath, Ed hands Erin her bonus payment for the case, but warns her he has changed the amount. She assumes that he has decreased it, begins complaining loudly that she deserves more respect, but is astonished to find that he has increased the amount and paid her $2 million. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let us know in the comment section below which movie you want us to recap next. As always, until the next time.